Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I will be telling you about one of the greatest revenge stories in college football history. This revenge story takes place in the battle for Paul Bunyan Trophy between in-state rivals Michigan and Michigan State, and more specifically, the beef between Mark Dantonio and Michigan. Before we understand the hatred in this rivalry, we need to take a look back at how Mark Dantonio got his job as the Michigan State head coach. Mark Dantonio was raised in a small Ohio town and went to the University of South Carolina, where he played the linebacker position from 1976 to 1978. After graduating from South Carolina, Dantonio earned his master's degree at Ohio University, where he was a graduate assistant. After working his way up from a graduate assistant at schools such as Ohio State, Purdue, and Butler, he finally became a defensive backs coach for smaller schools. And Dantonio's first big job at a major program came in 1995, where he was the DB's coach at Michigan State. And after a short stint as the Ohio State defensive coordinator and the head coach at Cincinnati, Dantonio was finally offered a major head coaching job at Michigan State in 2007. Dantonio wanted to bring Michigan State back into the national picture, and to start this, he would need to beat the Spartans' biggest in-state rival, the Michigan Wolverines. Coming into the 2007 season, Michigan State had lost to the Wolverines the past 5 years, and Dantonio was determined to change that. Keep in mind, this 2007 season was one of the craziest college football seasons in recent memory. One of the most noticeable games was Appalachian State pulling off the Week 1 upset over number 5 ranked Michigan, which sent waves throughout the entire sports world. After this game, Mark Dantonio decided to have a moment of silence for the fallen Michigan football team. Michigan players would not forget this statement. Coming into the 2007 matchup against the Wolverines, the Spartans were 5-4, hosting the 12th ranked Wolverines. Michigan started strong with a 14-3 lead over the Spartans at halftime. However, the Spartans were able to make key halftime adjustments and storm back to take a 24-14 lead with 7 minutes and 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ultimately though, the Michigan Wolverines would finish the game out strong and win by the score of 28-24. This was an absolutely heartbreaking loss for the Spartans, as it had been so long since they had beaten their rivals and they were so close. However, this wasn't the worst part. After the game, Michigan players held a moment of silence at midfield, mocking Mark Dantonio's previous comments about them losing to App State. And to make matters even worse, during the post-game interviews, Michigan's starting running back, Mike Hart, was asked about the game and the comeback pulled off by the Wolverines, and he responded with this statement. "I was just laughing. I thought it was funny. You know, sometimes you get your little brother excited when you're playing basketball, and you let him get the lead, then you just go and take it right back." When Dantonio and the rest of the Michigan State team heard about these remarks, they were extremely heated. Mark Dantonio would go on to say, "If they want to mock us, I'm telling them it's not over. They can print all that crap all over their locker room. It's not over. It'll never be over here. It's just getting started." And this was all the fuel Michigan State needed coming off of a mediocre 2007 season. Fast forward a year later, the Spartans would travel to the Big House on a mission. They won this game 35-21 for Michigan State's first win against in-state rivals Michigan since 2001, and their first win in Ann Arbor since 1990. Advance another year to 2009, where the Spartans would host the 20th ranked Wolverines. This was a great game that went into overtime and ended with a walk-off touchdowns for the Spartans, giving them back-to-back victories over their biggest rival, the Wolverines. And in 2010, the number 17 ranked Spartans would go into Ann Arbor and destroy the 18th ranked Wolverines 34-17, giving them 3 straight wins over the Wolverines after previously losing 6 straight. In 2011, the 11th ranked Wolverines came into East Lansing favored to be the 23rd ranked Spartans. However, the Spartans dominated this game, winning 28-14, thus making them 4-0 since Mike Hart's infamous little brother remark. In 2012, however, the Wolverines would beat the Spartans in Ann Arbor by a score of 12-10 off of a walk-off field goal. 2013 would see the 21st ranked Wolverines take on the 22nd ranked Spartans in East Lansing. After losing a heartbreaker to the Wolverines the year prior, Michigan State was on a mission once again and obliterated the Wolverines by a score of 29-6. And due to the additions of Maryland and Rutgers in 2014, and the Big Ten moving from the Leaders and Legends divisions to the East and West divisions, schedules were rearranged. This resulted in Michigan State getting to host the Wolverines for a second straight year in 2014. Pre-game, Michigan players infamously stuck a knife into the field, displaying low class and disrespect towards the Spartans and Michigan State football program. This resulted in pissing off everyone in Michigan State's football program, including the players, coaches, and the crowd, and Michigan State would continue to obliterate them. The number 8 ranked Spartans came out and gave the Wolverines a beatdown for the second straight year with a final score of 35-11. In the 2015 season, both Michigan and Michigan State were very highly ranked, and this game had a lot of buzz around it because it was Harbaugh's first season, and Michigan fans were tired of letting Michigan State walk all over them. Michigan played well in this game and should have won, but we all know what happened on the final play of the game, one of the greatest endings to a college football game in college football history, as Jalen Watts-Jackson returned the blocked punt to give the Spartans the 27-21 win. In 2016, Michigan State had a very rough season, going 3-9, and Michigan had one of its most talented rosters ever, so Michigan would get that win. But in 2017, Michigan State would upset the Wolverines in a sloppy, rainy, low-scoring game in the Big House. So, nearly a decade after Mike Hart declared Michigan State Michigan's little brother, Mark Dantonio got his revenge by winning 7 of the next 8 and 8 of the last 10 in a rivalry dominated by Michigan historically. I would always enjoy rooting for Michigan State and Mark Dantonio in this game because it was fun. It was a fun underdog story, finally getting some revenge on their rivals, who had been disrespectful and cocky far too often. Obviously, now the Michigan State football program is headed in a downwards projection, but maybe Mel Tucker can turn it around in a few years, and this rivalry can be back to once it once was. Thank you for watching, and please leave a like and subscribe for more college football content.